G'day guys, welcome back to this week's video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of our camping must-haves, equipment that we regularly use and we love, and I want to share that with you guys. So let's get into it. So I filmed one of these videos about a year ago for you guys, and a lot has changed since then. To start off with, I'm going to talk about our cooker. Now we have upgraded this. In the last video, we had the standard gas cooker, 2-burner, that you have to carry the big gas bottles for. We found that it just took up too much room in our setup and wasn't efficient enough for what we needed it. So we upgraded to one of the small cookers that just uses the little gas bottles. So it takes up heaps less space. It also was actually, as I say, upgraded. It was actually a lot cheaper than our original cooker. For our original cooker, I think we paid over $100. This one we picked up for $50. Now, obviously, you have to buy gas bottles for it more regularly, but I think a pack of 4 is like $12 or something from Bunnings, so not heaps. So in the long run, might not work out as cheap. We've found that we're using this cooker a lot more than our other one. If we just want to do day trips or anything like that, it's perfect because it's so small and it's easy just to chuck in the car and you don't have to take the big box and the whole cooker with you. And plus a frying pan. With this new cooker that we've got, it comes with the flat plate, which we love because you don't need to carry around a frying pan with you. But talking about frying pans, in our last video, we were just using Kmart cooking gear, which is not the best, obviously. But at the time, that's what we were using. But we've now upgraded to a kit that I bought from Aldi, actually. If you guys are ever in need for some good camping gear, always check out the Aldi special buys. Quite a lot of our stuff we've purchased from there, and we really enjoy using it. This kit was, I think, $50. It's a pot, kettle, and a pan. We don't very often use a pan because obviously the cooker has the flat plate. But when we need to cook stuff like pasta and that, we've got the pot, and the kettle is so much better. As I mentioned in the last video, our kettle was one of the collapsible pop-down kettles, and every time we used it and we put too much water in it, the handle would actually fall out. And actually once I did drop it and I spilled water all over my leg, and luckily it wasn't boiling water. But after that, I was like, we have to get something different. This is not safe to use. And I don't know if it's just this specific one that we bought. I don't want to set everyone off getting pop-down kettles because I'm sure that they're amazing, and I think it might have been just the one that we had. But this kit that we bought, it just fits into the pot, so it only takes up this much room, and it fits perfectly in the drawer in our canopy. We're not actually losing any space with this set. Something else that we use every time we go camping is our fridges, whether that is our Bushman fridge in the back of our Ranger or our Angel fridge that we put in the back of the Patrol. We've also since purchased a King's little fridge. I believe it's a 40 litre as well, but I'll pop on the screen. We haven't used that too many times, so I can't give our honest thoughts on it quite yet. We will make a video in future about all the fridges that we've purchased and our thoughts on them. We obviously just want to test out this King's one a bit more before we put our thoughts out on it. We have been using our Bushman one for about 3.5 years now and absolutely love it. Only downside to it is it's just got a tiny freezer. So if we are going somewhere for a little bit longer than a week and we need more freezer space, we can now chuck the Angel in the other side of the Ranger canopy and we are sorted and just chuck it on freezer. And then also with the Patrol, we've got the 2 fridges, so we could have one as a fridge and one as a freezer, and they both fit in the back of the Patrol. We recently put out a video about gazebos or awnings and our preferences on them. I'd like to bring up again our gazebo. We absolutely love it. We've been using it for about 3 years as well. We are now on to our second one. Our first one is still perfectly fine. It's just got a little bit of wear and tear, but we thought that we'd upgrade it because they're only about $100. So we thought we may as well get a new one. And I would definitely recommend that to anyone that is looking for a small gazebo.
Another essential for us is a camping table. Whether it is one that folds up nice and small or just bolted to your car, you need one just to put your stuff on and prep food on. It's just, you will be surprised how many people actually forget tables or don't have tables at all. I will show you some examples of tables that we have laying around the house that range from cheap to very, very expensive, but you don't need to spend big money on a table. You just need one when you go camping. These here are a couple examples of tables that you can have. So we'll start with this one. This one we actually bought from Kmart. It's a little foldable one, folds up like a camp chair style. We bought it for $19. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's actually pretty sturdy. It's not bad, and it's really compact. This one here is actually Rory's table. This one here can fold up as well. It's the same height as this. It is a nice and compact table as well that rolls up and the legs roll in. This here is a little bit more expensive. I'm not 100% sure on the price, but we'll put it in here. This style here is another one that is quite compact. It folds up into this bag here, which is quite nice for something this big. This style here also has a pantry in the inside, where that's what these gaps here are for, and these here come up. This year we're using more of our longer getaways, like when we go to Exmouth for a couple of weeks, we'll use this, have this permanently set up in the shade where we have a kitchen. We can actually put all our food away somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan with this one. But then another style you've got is one's integrated in your car. So these are expensive. This specific one, just because it is stainless steel. You can make them yourself as well, just out of wood, and all you need is wood, a latch to keep it held up, and something similar. Is this just a stainless piece of wire that runs in and will hold it down? You can get leg attachments so we can actually put some decent weight on them, but I probably wouldn't unless you have leg attachments. But these are a couple styles of table that we would recommend. But yeah, we cannot say enough. A very important part of our camping essentials is just having a table. You'd be surprised on how often you would use it, just to put stuff on and just keep stuff out of the way, off the floor, and just to prepare food on it. I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but it is something that quite common gets forgotten.
Camping chairs are still the same since our last video. Both just got Wanderer chairs from BCF. Riley's got the reclining one and I've just got one of the standard ones. Still going good, still love them. We have got friends though that have the reclining ones and they've broken. And Riley's is a little bit dodgy as well. So I don't know if I would recommend one of those. I also don't love it because it does take a lot of space up. They don't fold up small like my camp chair. It has to be flat and it takes up quite a bit of space. Not an essential for us, but we have purchased some mats. They are like the recycled plastic mats. I got ours from Spotlight, but everywhere sells them. I think I only paid like $20 for them. They're a good size. They're nice to put the table or sit around the fire with them with your chairs on, so you're not just in the dirt. We've used the more traditional mesh ground covers, and we found that the sand just sits on top of it, where the sand goes through it because it has the holes in it. So we find that it keeps the area a lot cleaner than the more traditional area mats do. So if you're looking for something like that, there's heaps out there and a whole wide variety of price ranges of them. Something that we quite often take with us when we go camping are towels. We've purchased quick dry towels from Cam from Wild Touring. We love them. We use them all the time, whether that's for us, ourselves, or when we take Bella with us. They're good to dry off because you know if there's a body of water, she's going to be in it, even in the middle of winter. So we always like to take towels with us, and being quick drying, it doesn't matter too much if you don't have like a clothesline or anything to hang them up. You can just chuck them over the back of the chairs and they'll dry in no time. And they also come in nice little bags that you can pack them into so they don't take up a heap of space. Obviously, we have the rooftop tent on the Ranger. We love it. We've had no issues with it. If you would like to hear more of our thoughts on it, we've got a review on it. It's even ran into a house and it's still going really well. So I would definitely recommend that to anyone who is looking for a rooftop tent but doesn't have the budget for an expensive one. Something else that we take with us when we go camping is a fire pit. The one that we've got is from June. We've had it for probably 2 years now. It is starting to rust a little bit and the welds are starting to sort of split. So that's not great. but we've gotten quite a lot of use out of it. It's good for if you go to a campsite and they don't have a fire pit. However, a lot of campsites have specific rules about the fire pits that you use. If you're going to like more of a actual paid campsite where fire is allowed, they tend to have a lot of rules about them, like where they have to be a certain height off the ground and have to be enclosed, where this one is not. It obviously is pieces of metal that slide in, so it has got the gap in the bottom of it, so your ashes fall out. So it wouldn't be any good for those instances. But we've cooked on it heaps of times because it comes with the steel plate to cook on, which is great. We are potentially looking at investing in a better fire pit for future trips where we have to probably follow those rules and have a specific height and obviously enclosed. If you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, drop a comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to go into a little bit about our 12-volt systems. Obviously, you do not need a 12-volt system to go camping. Definitely limitations to it, whereas you wouldn't be able to have a fridge, better lighting as well. There's just a few things that you wouldn't be able to use. In the back of the Ranger, we just have a standard battery. We are probably going to look at upgrading it to a lithium. We found that the usage is not as good as the lithium in the back of the Patrol. We found that you get longer use time out of it and it stays charged for longer compared to just a standard battery. The Bushman fridge pulls barely any power anyway, so we're normally fine. But if we don't move for a couple of days, we definitely have to turn the car on and let it run for a while to charge the battery up, as we don't have any solar. We are also looking at investing in some solar panels, whether that be a hard mount on the rooftop tent or a solar blanket. We haven't decided yet, and that's something that we are looking into, as we have some big plans coming up where we will need the extra power to last, as we are going to be off-grid for a little bit. Something else that we find is very important to have in your car and camping gear is a first aid kit, just in case anything happens. We do have a snake bite kit in the Patrol as well. We need to get one for the Ranger. And that's always important for when you're out in the bush, just in case anything happens.
Last thing we want to talk about, guys, is a way to recover yourself, whether it's a strap, a set of max tracks type boards, a winch, anything will really work. Preferably a strap or a winch, because then someone else can help you get out as well, as long as you go with someone. But if you're going by yourself, definitely need a recovery board. You don't need it until you do. It is just great to have a snatch strap with you at all times, because sometimes your winch can fail, and if you're with another car, a snatch strap will always work. You're better off having one than you're not. These Hercules ones from Kings are only like $40, so I would highly recommend bringing that. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for watching.